Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Gamer for Life, DJ. It's been a long time since I did a video, I think. I don't even remember the last time. Honestly, I've been really done with my past, past couple years. I am at a impossible spot I never thought to actually be again in my existence. So this might not be a typical video, and this might be stupid. But apparently, I has been an idiot towards my fiance, which is, I guess, technically now nothing to me, or I am nothing to her right now, apparently. See, I know I'm not your typical guy. I don't know how to get out there and, just do a bunch of cool stuff and live life and enjoy it. And then I do stupid stuff, and then I hold it in me. I blame myself for a long time, ever. I got things I did as a kid that I still hold inside of my head and let it weigh me down. Well, 6 years ago, I know, was a stupid me. I tried to leave my girlfriend for the wrong reasons. And I know some viewers that do watch this might just say, you're just full of shit, you're trying to make excuses, you're hurt, blah 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 blah. But no, we were living in our own place. Her grandma gave her. I was still a truck driver over the road. And honestly, I think that was issues. I started having issues because she was staying home with the trailer, which was only supposed to temporary. And then next thing I know, she got a job working for some old lady taking care of her or something. And now, that doesn't explain why I did what I did, but I don't know, like maybe a year or two into it, I got reacquainted with an old high school friend. And like a kid in a candy store, an opportunity presented itself, and I jumped. I tell myself it was just because I knew I was about to lose the trailer. I was having trouble keeping up with the bills. I couldn't get the credit cards paid down. And how, even though people think this is just a cop-out excuse, it's just, I just kept on staying in this cycle. Every time I did something new that was wrong, I just kept on compacting it to my self, I don't know what the word is, but self-hate, I guess, is the best way you could say it. And I wouldn't let it go. I just kept blaming myself. I know a lot of people can do stupid crap, and then 2 minutes later, they don't even remember what the heck they did. They don't even care what they did. They don't even feel sorry about it. But for some stupid reason, I always feel sorry for it. And I let it control most of my life. And I'm also making this video, even though I know the person I wish would see it won't see it, because I am blocked on every possible technology device I know of to get a hold of this person, and I can't get no feedback, and making it really difficult. I just came back down to Cedar Point, trying it again. Last year, I failed. I was having too many issues being away from Rebecca. It's like we weren't communicating last year like we should. And I wanted to be with her, and I wanted to talk, but for some reason, our talking skills to one another about serious stuff really never happens. And maybe I could have avoided this crap this year if I would have talked to her last year. And I wouldn't be in my predicament right now, and maybe I would have woken up even faster. Last year, like I said, I left Cedar Point 5 weeks early because I was having mental issues and I was missing her, believe it or not. I was missing my girlfriend, fiance, way too much. I had hoped to get a new vehicle and have enough money saved up to either move into an apartment or get a down payment for a excuse me, for a place of our own near her job. And if I couldn't get my medical card back, I was going to use the car to do Lyft and Uber, even though everybody says that Lyft and Uber is a scam right now, but it's still money making a job, and it's still driving, which is what I like and I'm confident at. And I think I'm still one of the safest drivers out there. Maybe not like I used to be in my 20s when I was healthy and in shape, and now I'm getting almost 40 in 1 year. But I had a plan to return home with the money, with the car, and get her out of, me and her out of her parents' home. Well, I failed. But anyways, I think I got off topic, sorry. Trying to keep this video sensible, but I don't have anything pre-planned. I'm just saying that's like always at the top of my head. But 4 years in, sorry, I did something really dumb because I was dumb. That's the only thing I can say. There's no excuse. Had no reason to do it. I was just dumb, and I hooked up with an old friend, and it was open. I mean, I pretty much told her from the start when shit started happening, and I didn't want to, and she didn't want to stop me because she thought I was in love again, which I wasn't. But being the good girl she was, not the one I cheated on, the one that I don't have right now. Yeah. But anyways, for 3 weeks I destroyed my life, her life, and the girl that I hooked up with's life. I broke, in a way, I probably broke both of their hearts. I can't explain it, but anyways, trying to say the point of the story. Neither one of us talked about the incident. 3 weeks after the incident began, it was over with. I came to my senses, whether she wants to believe it or not, and realized I made a huge mistake, and I did not want to lose the 4 years of life me and Rebecca created together. Now, I know she might think I just came back because something went wrong with the girl I stupidly did something with for 3 weeks on and off. But it wasn't that at all. Anyways, a year goes by, and it's like May 2015. I come home off the road once, and I stupidly don't think I ever seriously apologized and seriously figured ways to show my affection and my apologies and sympathetic. I think I said I was sorry when it first happened, and like I said, we didn't discuss it no more. And then I surprisingly get home and she's ready to kick me to the curb, except for she's saying she don't love me, she don't want me, you know, she thinks that I can stay with her under her parents' roof with her, but we're just gonna be friends. But me knowing that's not what I ever wanted, and me never forgiving myself, I begged and pleaded with her for like over 12 hours because we lived together. I mean, and she don't drive, and I don't know, I just kept begging with her and she finally gave me a break. But in theory, most people, when they got the break, the past is the past, and the people would just forget about it. Well, for the past 6 years, no, she didn't forgive me right away. Sorry, I got that backwards. I wound up going back on the road in May, or mid-May, and I had a wreck in my truck. I had a wreck in my truck, that's all I'm going to say. I don't know. The wreck was so stupid that I honestly can't remember if I did it on purpose maybe, or if it was truly an accident, but excuse me. Sorry, I got a sinus and it's been chilly and I'm trying to get rid of it. But after I had the wreck, I called her up. She was the first one I called. And I pleaded again how sorry I love her and I miss her and she's never going to love me back and I'm never going to hear those famous words. And then she told me not to worry, that she loved me again. She said, don't worry, I love you and all that good stuff. And like I said, now it's 5 years after the accident, 2014 June. After the accident, I wound up moving with her inside her parents' house, which should have never been. I should have never lost the trailer. I should have never had her sell it. I should have never copped out and had her sell it. And yeah, I stayed there for 6 months, living on unemployment, and I somehow got lucky and found a job working for a gravel train company that didn't care about my accident and hired me, and my job was golden for 2 years, but I think I somehow stopped believing in my wow. Hard to keep a solid face when you're trying to be straight and making an embarrassing video by yourself. Anyways, I tried my best, but I missed all the key points. I was so disappointed I lost my OTR job. I was still hating myself for what I did to Becky a year and a half prior to that accident. And then I just let it consume me is the only thing I can say. She started saying the lovely words again. She even tried insisting that she cares and she forgave me, but in my head I just said, well, out loud actually, I told her, I don't believe that. You can't forgive me for what I did. You'll never will. You don't like me and stuff. And I don't know why I started holding back what I really felt. And then I just started being negative more and more every day. Getting irritated by every little thing. Even though I really wasn't irritated, I just let it consume my brain. And then the psychiatrist put me on some meds. I gave in with the psychiatrist. Figured maybe I'll give this stupid med thing a shot. Well, I was on one med for like 6 months. And they never helped me. And I kept on telling the doctor, I said, I feel more anger, more upset. I'm acting out more than I ever did before the meds. And I said, in a way, that's a good thing, but in a way, it's a bad thing, because I don't like not being able to control my anger. Because I'm one type that used to never give any kind of aggravation back to people that were aggravating me. I'm one of those type that just would stay calm no matter how pissed off I was getting and just relax, because violence only leads to someone going to the hospital and someone going to jail in the end, right? Or worse, someone going to the morgue. But I have no idea. I can't explain it. So fast forwarding to today, because that pretty much sums it up. I just became a pathological liar on the outside, and I thought I was doing good, but I went wrong somewheres. And well, I decided to give Cedar Point a second try, even though I didn't want to be away from Rebecca. But I had, oh yeah, that's what I forgot to say about the medicine. I got switched like two different times. I took like 3 different serious psychology depression meds or something, however you call them, like Vaseline, Paroxetine, and there was one other one, and they really, like I said, I just got amped up, and it was getting so bad that there's this person that just loved to try to get under my skin. He knew what irritated me. He purposely, like, nonstop every day, he would purposely just try to bug me, annoy me, because I guess he found it funny, because he knew I didn't really care for it. He knew I liked, you know. And one day, I let his ridiculous get to me. I don't know why. I just, normally I would have ignored it, and I would have just said, here, take it, or whatever the problem was. And I wouldn't have cared, and, you know, because after all, I mean, he is going to be around till God knows when, and part of the family, well, her family. And I didn't want to have any frustrations. Bad enough I had one problem with a brother of hers, but so I don't know if that's what triggered this secretly, but, and I had the weird feeling that something was going to happen after I left Cedar Point. I mean, I left their house to come to Cedar Point, but I did not expect the scenario that played out like it is playing out. So I'm down here for Cedar Point. Well, I take Becky out to one last happy dinner, and I was going to have a talk with her back on March 9th. Took her up to Zender's, but then I made a mistake, and I decided I want to go to Barbarian. And for some stupid reason, I didn't have a talk with her. Instead, I was complaining about Barbarian being too noisy. I was complaining about Barbarian this and that and how different it was. And I didn't really try to enjoy my last meal with her. All I did is want to play, now that I think about it. And then I didn't even have to talk with her. I was like, I know I want to keep this as happy as I can. And then if I would have made myself had to talk with her, even if she didn't say nothing back, I wouldn't probably be in this predicament I'm in now. So needless to say, I leave Saturday night. I take my mom some things that I know she wants. And then I just take a couple, like my computer, my TV, and my microwave, and my few clothes, and a few odds and ends, and head down for Cedar Point first thing Monday morning when I woke up at my mom's house after I visited her and dropped some things off. And I know I shouldn't have, but for some reason I wanted to see how long it would take my girlfriend to send me a message asking me how I am, did I make it, am I working okay, but it never happened. All I got was a message about a letter, and then lo and behold, like 2 weeks later, I found I had a piece of mail. So I thought it was like my medicine or something. Maybe that she went ahead and mailed it for me, even though I told her not to, because I had to send her money first to pay for it. And well, it was an eviction notice from her mom and pop. And not that I was surprised, because I know, like I said, me and the one guy has never gotten along. And like the first year in, he sucker punched me for doing a chore for him. And then he tells a different story about why he did it, but needless to say, we never got along that well. But he was a nice guy. He was one of those type, he was nice one day, and then the next day he was a jerk to me. Maybe, well, my camera's fading in and out, looks like. I don't know what the cause is, but needless to say, they got me evicted, which I didn't care about, because I had told Becky before I left, I said, this year, I had already started going to the gym. Like, once I had started working out, I started taking better of my blood sugar. And I got a Planet Fitness gym once I knew I was going back to Cedar Point, and I was working out almost daily. And I had my sugar pretty much under the 200 mark every day. It wasn't low, but it wasn't as high as usual. I was actually feeling good, but I never told Becky that. I mean, we just kept, like usual, sleeping in the bed like friends, you know, without benefits. And yeah, the day came, took her to dinner, and like I said, I didn't even let us have a good time, so maybe it fueled more of her thinking when I didn't know what was coming up. But anyways, after the letter, I sent her a message. She's at work, and rather than just saying, I got the letter that your mom and dad didn't want me there, and that's okay, because I know at the end of the season we will have our own place near your job, and I'll have a car, and we'll be able to still restart our life on our own, in our own place. But instead, I stupidly said, what's with this letter? Are you part of this letter? Is this your way of wanting to break up with me? And looking back now, I know that was completely dumb to say, like I just said. And at first she said, no, the letter has nothing to do with me. And then she responded with, like, but yeah, sure, we can end it. Or you can break up with me or whatever. And then there's a couple more messages that just said the same thing. And then she cut me off. She immediately just like blocked me, stopped talking to me, stopped responding. And naturally I lost it, because it was so I was expecting the eviction. I deserved it. And I knew, like I said, tension was growing with me and the other man of the house. And occasionally tension was between me and the other woman of the house. And I was letting my issues get me. But anyways, I had stopped taking my depression psychopad, because I decided that these meds were only making me worse, and plus I needed a clear head for working at Cedar Point. So, and plus I wanted to make sure I stayed motivated to keep improving myself and make sure everything goes to plan, and excuse me. But I don't know what to do. I'm a lost end. I've tried everything. I've texted her. I've texted her on the Facebook. I mean, if it wasn't for that we're together 10 years, I'd look like a crazy stalker, you know. But the thing is, my mind don't work right. She knows it. Her mother knows it. And I just can't believe that rather than trying to do it peacefully over the phone or a video call, or maybe even peacefully just through texting back and forth, I just don't understand how she just ups and stops talking to me, blocks me and everything, changes the Facebook status from partner to single. I didn't get no rebuttal in. And she is a sweet, lovable girl. At least prior to that moment in time, she always has been. Like I said, she forgave me for one of the worst things a guy can do to a girlfriend, next to beating them or something like that. And it's now I feel like my dark place that I let out, my ignorance, is real, more real now than it was before. And then people I blame my story to be like, forget her, move on, forget her, it's over, it's done, there's no hope. But I'm like, she's a different kind of girl. So I cannot believe that this is what she wants just because of the fact that she just put this wall up. And most people, in my opinion, if they're done with you, they're not going to be afraid to talk to you. They're not going to be afraid to get on the phone and say, hey, I don't know what part you don't understand. You're an asshole. You're a monster. I don't like you no more. I don't love you. I don't want you around. But no, she won't say none of that. She just keeps me blocked and avoiding me at all costs. So, part of me thinks maybe she has some influence. Maybe if it is her idea, she has some influence to do it. And I know how people think. People like, even though they don't know the full story and they don't know every detail and they don't know what's what and or understand stuff, they're like, okay, you just need to avoid him. Don't talk to him back. He'll eventually move on. He'll forget about you. He will. And it's for the better. But I'm not normal and she's a special kind of girl. I mean, after all, she did put up with me already for 8 years, and my stupidity I didn't see. But so now I'm at a dilemma. I stopped after 3 days. I finally calmed down and stopped bugging everybody in the family, including her. I stopped sending her messages because I guess right now I'm at Cedar Point. I mean, if I lose my job for good, then I'm fired, and then I won't be able to stay at the Cedar Point campus. And I don't have a car yet, number one. And even though I'm not officially evicted until April 20th, I'm sure if I went back up to that house for a few weeks to straighten things out, or try to get an understanding at least, I'm sure in day one they'd have some kind of plan and organized, try to say I was being crazy, or try to say I was being mean, or try to say I was threatening or something, to have the cops called and make it look like a domestic disturbance. But at the other hand, I think that's stupid because they're all nice people. Well, until this event, I never predicted anything like this. So I don't know, but I just know if I went up there to try to see her in person, something's not going to work right, and I'm just going to wind up paying bigger, and I'm not going to get to saying my piece and leave peacefully if that's what she really, really wanted. But she loves me unconditionally. At least she did until 4 days ago. She made it clear. She told me I was nuts for thinking that she didn't forgive me. That I know I repeatedly told her that I thought she didn't care. And I don't know, I'm not sure why I stuck that way. On the inside, I was, if there was a little gun I could shoot at my brain, and my head was shooting it off right in there. Because shut up. Tell her the truth. Stop lying. You can see there's problems, but I love her with everything. And if I gotta be single, I guess, for the rest of my life, I guess I deserve it, right? But I'm slowly calming down, but I haven't given up. I'm trying to figure out how you can show someone I won't see nothing or hear nothing or read nothing of your attempts to want to fix stuff. Even if it's as a friend for a while, even if there's no relationship there, but on one hand, and then on the other hand, I'm scared shitless because I know the girl probably say she's not going to date nobody for a while, but I don't know. I don't know what this video is all about. I just want to get her and make a bet, probably to watch myself later and what I said, and maybe see where my life is in 6 months from now. Did I get her back? Can I make her happy again? Can I show her that I'm happy with her? Can I show her that I'm happy at all? No, I can't. Sorry. I'm trying to get the pull back the waterworks. So I'm trying to think of funny things. And hoping this video, I don't know. I just needed to get on here and make a little self-bet. And then back to the main point. Once I finish get more control, I'm gonna try this year to actually do some Cedar Point stuff with whatever I can, wherever I can. I know last year I didn't wind up doing it. And for example, I am in the Valraven dorm, 1600 building. This is room 100. It's got 2 lockers there. That's my big TV up there. That doesn't come with the room and my computer. And it's got 2 lockers over there. And behind me is a bunk bed made out of wood. Really not much room for me. I hate it. I might switch rooms when I get more buildings open up. And then there's 2 more bunks. And in there is a AC heater, but the heater doesn't work for crap. But yet, a couple of the RAs are telling me that it's fine, but it's not fine. First 2 nights it didn't blow any heat. It's starting to blow warm a little bit, but it's not getting really warm. Like it should. Like normally these suck machines, anybody that's used them knows they usually put off a weird smell at first of the heat. And this one doesn't even do that. That's how cool the air is blowing. There's no heat smell to it like you normally get. So, I don't know if maintenance is going to come here. I don't know if they canceled the work order saying it's fine, but yeah, so it's a little chilly, but that's only going to be for a few more weeks. So, I'm relying on my sleeping bag, but yeah, Cedars is no more at Cedar Point. So anybody that never seen Cedars, well, you're never going to see it now. One of their oldest hotels is no more. It's officially been tore down. All that's there right now is trees and dirt. So they got 2 new buildings up. Allegedly, they're going to be called Steel Vengeance and Maverick for the workers that don't live nearby. One is allegedly supposed to be a 24-hour quiet building. I might move there because I want to see if they actually enforce it. And plus, it's a brand new building. I mean, the bathrooms will be brand new. Everything's new, so everything should be great. I'm so sorry about the coughing, but like I said, I'm going to try to make more videos. I don't know if I'm going to do gaming. I haven't. My gaming mode fades and comes. And right now, the only thing I can think about is how to fix my life and get my fiance to at least talk to me. Because I don't agree, like I said, it's hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that she's doing this 100% for the right reasons. It's possible, I know, and I could be just a hopeless romantic that sees things that aren't there beyond, which I know has happened to me before, but anyways, this video is 35 minutes long. I wanted to post a video up here. Sorry, if you made it this far, I thank you. I do have a Patreon, but I'm not going to worry about it. You can find my previous videos if you care to help out and stuff. I don't know. But if anybody cares to answer me, how do you show that this isn't what you want to someone who's not communicating at all, has you blocked on every device that you know about that you two used to communicate on, and is just living life normally like you never existed. Well, at least on the outside, she's doing that. It's just, like I said, I could be dead wrong. I'm just going to be a dumbass and believe that she really don't mean this 100%. Maybe 90% of her is sure. Maybe 95%. Maybe 99% sure. But I really do believe there's at least 1 little percent that knows this is wrong. And knows, yes, I lost my way. And yes, I've been doing saying a lot of dumb things. I haven't really done nothing dumb. I mean, I've been just stuck in our bedroom, for the last 5 months since I came back from Cedar Point, and I was stuck in that bedroom for a year and 5 months without no job, no car. And yeah, I did try to look for work, but maybe I could have tried harder and done more. But I didn't, and I was using a cop out. I didn't have a car, and God knows it wouldn't hurt me to get a job that involved walking. There's so much I want to say, but I can't, and that's pointless because I know the person. I would pray to God will see this video. Pray to God, contact me. Won't. Like I said, everybody just tells me to forget, move on about it. Some people even trying to say it's just this kind of maneuver is wrong. And as much as I try to force myself to hate her for what she's doing to me right now, I can't. I know I'm partly to blame. I'm probably 99. I'm probably 100% to blame in a roundabout way. It's my stupidity, my inability to say what's on my mind. But she knows I have express issues. I mean, me and my mom have issues. I mean, I don't even talk to my mom that much once in a blue moon. It usually takes something big for me to talk to her. But I don't know, I gotta think of some way to show that this ain't how it has to be. It doesn't have to end like this. And I know there's hundreds and thousands and maybe millions of people every year that get put through crap like I'm getting through right now, whether it's their own fault or whether it was just bad timing. And I know there's people that have gone through 20 and 30 years and still split up. And I'm at 10-year mark. My last one was at a 4-year mark. And there's people I know that got married and a year later they got divorced, which is one of my best friends. He had that happen to him. But most of those people either deserve what happened, or they just didn't give a care on both ends as much anyways. But I know Becky, damn it, I didn't mean to say it. Oh, well, screw it. But I know she's just different. She's like me, she thinks stuff differently. She appreciates stuff that most wouldn't. All she wanted was be treated right, loved, and I know people got a breaking point, but unconditional love, I don't think it really dies. You can lose hope, but alright, I'm done now for now. Sorry, thanks for a minute watched. I don't know when I'll make the next video. I'll try to get active. Like I said, I still got a lot of mind cleaning to get myself under control and try to keep a driving job here at Cedar Point until I can either get a car or find a better job and another place to live. I don't really plan to be stuck in this dorm all season if I can help it. And I don't plan to be riding the bus all season if I can help it still. And then if I do manage to get the money up like I planned before this went down, maybe I'll just go to Grand Blanc and get a house and see if that changes her mind. The fact that I actually followed through with what I promised before I left, before this shit hits the fan, as some people would say. But I know it's praying for a miracle, but and like I said, I only got myself to blame in the end. But anyways, I said I'm leaving. I'm sorry, I keep rambling. Like I said, I don't really. Anybody that did stick through this, if I could, I'd give you like a Amazon gift card or something for your patience for 41 minutes of listening to me mumble about my personal issues. Till next time, this is Gamer for Life. Peace. Everybody stay happy out there, and if you got a good woman, make sure you're doing everything you can to keep her. Because apparently, even the bestest ones can surprise you. At the least, and most bad timing there is. And, you know, only time will tell if it's fixable, forgivable, and livable. Later.